Hello, I'm Lucas Horrocks and welcome to part 5 of my Gaul campaign on Rome Total War. So today we're in a kind of difficult position against the British. That's what we're going to be doing first. We have to sally forth against the foe, otherwise the British will take our settlement, which is not good obviously. So that situation is not particularly in our favour. It's a close strength ratio balance, but the battle is slightly in their favour and I am slightly concerned about that. Also, today we're going to be taking some territory off Italy, or well, either the Scipii or Brutii, either in the island of Sicily or on the mainland. I'm not sure. We'll have to see where we can get our boat. So, first of all, we'll deal with this. As I said, we have to sally forth. Looking at the British army, they have a similar sort of army to ours, which is more of them. So a lot of war bands. There's some druids, some peasants, which are weak. So we'll have to exploit their weaknesses, obviously, but the advantage is definitely with them. If we lose this, I wouldn't be too surprised, to be honest. So I shall try my best, and we'll see how Brennus does here. Okay, so here we are. We are within our settlement, but we were going to have to face this force out here. They have a very wide battle line of, obviously, war bands, a lot of it. So this is going to be very, very difficult. Assessing the situation, I want to find out where their weaknesses are. Druids at the front, only 32 in that unit, but they're relatively strong. The peasants are definitely a weakness. We can deploy outside the bounds of our city, which is what I plan to do. It seems like we're going to have quite a wide line because that's what they've done. And if we have a line that is significantly less than theirs, although the force will be more concentrated, we could get flanked, which is very, very concerning. So, we have the warband here. Most of them are full strength. I think all but one are full strength units. And we're just going to form a front line. It's not going to be as wide as theirs. Can't deploy outside the marked area. Okay, my colours were slightly wrong there. Okay, so we have to deploy within the city walls. That's fine. We shall move these guys back here for a second. The cavalry shall back up, and they're going to flank or, you know, do their duty, whatever. So, this is the front line, and it's not a particularly big, strong front line either. Now, they're all going to have to funnel out this gate, which is also slightly concerning. So, the second the battle starts, I want them to form a line out there. The cavalry can back them up, and then Brennus will have to get involved, I'm sure, at some point. These guys don't want to be deployed here, it seems. Oh my goodness, okay. I apologise for that. That is because I tried to include the infantry along with the cavalry. So, now these are the cavalry. I want them marked out here. And then, yeah, as I said, Brennus shall back them up. This is all we've got to defend against these guys. So, we'll have to end deployment and start the battle. Okay, now, are they advancing forward? No, they seem to be running away. Well, they're not going to permanently run away, but they're probably running to get to the high ground or something. We still need to deploy these troops out so these guys can move forward. The cavalry can move in behind them as well. And we'll see what happens here. See where the British move. This is quite interesting. I would imagine they're trying to get the high ground. I don't think they're running away. What are these guys? Slingers, okay. Yeah, there isn't a lot of high ground here, to be honest, so they might as well have just stood there where they were, but possibly I should have chased one of these guys down with the cavalry, taken advantage of the fact that they're sort of split up at the moment. In fact, we could still do that, you know. Okay, let's just pause it for a second. I've got a plan. They're reforming over here, but look, these guys are all separated out. They aren't in a big bunch anymore, so we can use this to our advantage. These two, right, these two, let's go over and get that warband. Possibly these two can go over there. They're barbarian peasants, so this unit of cavalry can go there. Brennus can sort of back them up. I don't know how this is going to work. This could work. This could go absolutely terribly for all I know, but because they're reforming pretty quickly, so if we're going to do this, we need to be quick. And it's taking a long time for everyone to funnel out. That's the bad thing. What are they doing? Come on. They need to move very, very quickly, otherwise this plan is not going to work. And I already think it might be too late because the warband and stuff didn't do as they were told. Again, it's becoming quite frequent that they fail to do as they're told. These these cavalry need to go there. We could possibly eliminate a unit just with the cavalry, I'm not sure, if they charge in as they're told to. I mean, what is going on? Okay, come on. Around there. To those guys. And this cavalry needs to move around the other side quickly. And attack there. I don't think this is going to work. I think we've managed to isolate one single unit. And the cavalry is going down quickly, so move out. These lads need to move out very, very quickly, and they're not running. Okay, if they can pin these guys... Alright. These people are getting a bit ahead of themselves. Form up a line there quickly. I just want to deal with that one unit of warband. Sadly, doing that has left our cavalry isolated. Has left some of the cavalry dead. But this unit of warband is gone now, so that's good at least. We can run these guys down. All of these guys need to be attacked. So we managed to isolate one unit of warband, which won't make a huge amount of difference in the grand scheme of things, and we lost a few cavalry in the process, so probably doing that was a bad idea. How long is it taking to chase these guys down? Like, this cavalry here. The barbarian cavalry just don't do what they're told, and it's very, very annoying. It is frustrating playing as a barbarian faction at times. Okay, the British seem to be moving in, so we need to form ranks quickly. So, warband needs to form the front line, and I would like it to be quite a wide front line. If we can form the front line here, they'll have a tower which is supporting us, which is nice. So, front line, no, it needs to be wider than that. Front line of warband needs to be like that, backed up by these three cavalry here, and the general can chill back there. Don't want to risk him too much at this stage. Let's move forward quickly. It's lagging slightly. Okay. So, everyone needs to run and do that. We can't waste time. They're already formed ranks. I don't think they're going to charge us, to be fair, but still, can't risk it. Okay, it isn't the prettiest line ever, but it's going to have to do. They're charging us, and I think they're going to try and flank us, possibly. What's going on here? These warbands are in position, and the British seem to be running away again. Well, not running away as such, but reforming. I don't want to do that isolating tactic. Let's just put these guys into formation. I would rather than charge us. I don't think that's going to happen though. Let's move a little bit forward. Try and bait them out maybe. Yeah, I do sense a little bit of defeat here maybe. It's not a huge disaster. If we lose here, we can recover, but obviously I don't want the British back on the mainland. It was the first point I made ever in this series, I think, was, well, there's 2 points. Take down the Julii and get the British off the European mainland. If we fail to win here, that second objective will not be satisfied. So, we really could do with some missile troops here, but there we go. Let's move a little bit more forward. The British don't seem to be doing anything. The chariots are sort of hovering around. If our warband pin their warband against each other, and then the cavalry move to the flanks. Right, I'll tell you what. You two cavalry work here. We'll work on their left side first, or actually it's their right side, but the left for us. You guys attack. You guys attack. You guys attack. And you guys attack these. We all have to charge very, very quickly. And then we'll have the cavalry and the 3 other units of warband backing them up. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we need it to work badly. So move on over to the flank. All this cavalry needs to move over to the flank. Okay, they're charging over. Their warband seems to be running away. This has got messy very quickly. Okay. Move around here. Pause for a second. All this cavalry needs to work together and move around here. As for these lot, maybe just back them up. And also, try and get those peasants. If those peasants are out, these units are going to be better supported. Well, the other units are going to be less supported, rather, in the sense that they're going to be more likely to rout. Okay, cavalry around here. They need to run. Oh, I didn't really want them to do that. Okay, they've broken. Nice. Pause for a second. Pause. Okay. Don't worry about chasing them down. These guys need to get round the back of here. And quickly. Around the back here. Come on. Oh, they're slow. It's not really that they're slow. They're just unresponsive to orders. This charge here has caused them to rout. Okay. Problem is, this side's gone very well. That side's not got one at all. So, these two units, focus on these guys. That unit needs to go there. Is there anyone else hanging around? These guys just doing what the hell they want to, aren't they? Right, just come around here. Right. It seems to be going relatively well so far. We routed a couple of units, but we need to really sweep this up quickly because if those warband break, we're screwed. So the cavalry needs to back them up. Another British unit has routed. There goes another. I just think that they have far more numbers than us. I mean, why aren't these guys running? Like, okay, more units are routing. This is excellent. This is really good. Okay, one of our units is broken. And it's got very, very messy in the sense that I can't get my cavalry around the back of them. Okay, there's a mass rout here. That's really, really good. All the warband needs to focus on these units now. The cavalry. I'm trying to... Okay, I think we have actually won this. This has actually been a very, very good victory. We just need to get these guys now. Some of them need to run. Right, everyone on this unit. Okay, everyone's routed. This is really good. Swordsman. Oh, that's warband against swordsman. Don't do that. Don't do that. Run away. Oh, that warband's going to be dead. That warband's so dead. Okay. Let's get these swordsmen. Well, that's gone pretty well actually. There's a lot that are going to get away, but we managed to rout a huge amount. Those guys are running away. Everyone after these. Come on. So slow. Run. Speed this up a little bit. And they are completely dead. Okay, there's still some people over here that we need to deal with. It's not over yet. Warband, warband, and a warband. 3 warband. Some chariots. There's nothing too concerning. Right. All these are all warbands. You get over here. So are these. Let's just charge them. Most of this is cavalry. You need to get back over here quickly and deal with this. Let's see how this goes. Because we could still lose this. Very much so. All these can go on the druids. Right, you get around the back. Okay, they're already routing. They're already routing as well. Those 4 already routing. As for these guys, the druids won't last long. The chariots are possibly running away, I don't know. If everyone gets in the chariots, I would quite like that. But they need to run to do that. No, I think the chariots... Although the chariots aren't routing, I think they're surrendering now. So just chase as many of them as you can. That's pretty much the orders now. Kill as many of them as possible. But no, that's actually a very good victory. I'm happy with that. The numbers were not on our side and they had the better troops, but sort of good tactics surrounding them mainly worked out very well. Belenus is in a little bit of trouble here. Everyone's routing. Okay, I'll speed this up because the British are well and truly done for now. Yep, continue. Might as well continue. Just get as many of them as possible. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. No, that's a very good victory. Sadly, we didn't get the general of the British, but This is still very good. So we've knocked back the British, but they still have another army nearby. So this settlement is far from safe still. But it'll still give us an opportunity to recruit more, have a bit of more time to defend ourselves against the British onslaught. I think I might just end this battle now. We're not going to catch those guys up. So exit the battle. Heroic victory. Well, actually, I'm not too surprised about that. That was a heroic victory in my opinion. So we deployed pretty much 1,000 men, got 1,500 kills. They deployed 1,500 men, and they got 400 kills. So yeah, definitely the victory was in our favour. The stats prove that. And I was very impressed with the warband actually there. They did a lot better than they have in previous times. So there's still this army out here of Senanius or something. And then that army's been knocked back, but it's basically got nothing left. And there's a site of famous battle, Brennus against... Oh no, sorry, that was the first famous battle. There's 2 heroic victories that have been fought around here. So that's nice. As for retraining, I don't want to retrain. I'd rather just merge the troops, I think. So there's no point in retraining. We'll merge the cavalry. I think we could do a bit more cavalry. That would be nice. But we'll just make all these units full strength. And there's a unit of 27. So that unit of 27 can be retrained. If I can do that. Yep, that unit can be retrained and then just recruit more warband. So we have been weakened by that, there's no doubt. And we have a lack of cavalry. And look at these Germans are ready to attack Alesia, aren't they? Absolutely ready to attack Alesia. While we still have the chance, let's get that general out and see if he can hire any mercenaries, which he can. I'll take the cavalry. We might need it. In fact, we will almost certainly need it. We won't need the barbarian mercenaries. They're a waste of time. A waste of money, really. But, okay, so we'll need warband. And we'll need cavalry. We'll just have to hope that's enough. But Alesia, I'm slightly worried about Alesia, to be honest. And I don't... There's not really a huge way we can back them up. These settlements are very weak and not going to be able to produce anything, and by the time we get troops over from here up to Germania or the Germanian forces, it's going to be too late. Technically they haven't attacked us yet, but let's be honest, they're going to. So Lucio's got a mercenary captain. That's because he just bought someone, and Brennus is a superior commander, +3 command, so that's quite a good benefit. And then of course the enemy army routes, which is nice. So that's the situation sorted out over there. So let's turn our attention to Italy, where we have this boat which cannot travel any further. I'm thinking of possibly attacking either Messana up here or Croton. Croton's looking pretty weak, and we do have a spy nearby. This spy is terrible, it's really bad. Yeah, only 3 subterfuge, and then Tarentum has an army outside there, so I will try and avoid that. So we'll move this navy over. Is this navy of Admiral Caradog? No, it's not strong enough to take on that unit, which is over there. So, nearly all we can do for the end of this turn. Arretium is recruiting the naval forces to try and unblockade our port, whereas Ariminum is currently not recruiting anything, but that needs to change. So these swordsmen can be recruited here. I'm wondering if any of these towns... I don't think any of these towns are grown, so we can't have better walls. Can't construct anything here. As for Alesia, nothing really can be constructed. So, no, that is disappointing. Okay. Carolus is fine. I think this is all we can do. The only other situation is in Numantia, where sooner or later I would like to have a force to take on the Carthaginians, but they have quite a lot of troops. So Numantia can just recruit and recruit and recruit. That's pretty much it. We have only warband and cavalry, so warband, cavalry like that. That would be quite nice. I would like a spy down there at some point, but there's not a lot we can do at the moment, so that's fine. Okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, that seems very good. So next turn, this ship will be coming over to either Sicily or the mainland. You might not be able to get there quite next turn, but very, very soon. And then we'll be able to take either a Scipii or Brutio settlement, hopefully, unless they have any armies hanging around, which I don't know of. So I'll see you at the end of this turn. So the Brutii are moving ships around. Oh, that's really good. I think a army of Croton moved into Tarentum. Big mistake. Germania, oh, they talk, and yeah, no surprise. 2 Germanian forces have attacked Alesia, but they don't look particularly strong. Oh, and also a Germanian forces attack Batavium. Okay, Germany are not messing around there. They are not messing around. There's definitely some sort of natural event happening, but I seem to be missing it every time. I swear, because I don't know. Right, diplomatic information. We are at war with Gaul, and Gaul of Spain have broken their alliance. Is that because they've sided with Germany? Let's have a look. Spain. That is really bad. Really, really bad. Spain are allies with the Germanians, and they sided with them against us. Okay, so Numantia, we were having a policy of let's expand from Numantia. Now let's consolidate a force in Numantia because Spain are going to trample all over us if we don't. That's not very good at all. Agent found. Batavium, okay. Settlement besieged, so 2 settlements besieged by the Germanians. Let's have a look. So Batavium's barely got anything in it. Let's have a look at the force first attacking. A decent sized force, not amazing, but it's okay. We have built up forces in Aramina and Arretium, so we might need to relieve Batavium of that. From that, so only 1 warband in here. Let's get this guy in, but yeah, I think some of these guys are gonna have to move up and face that Germanian right there. So we have 2 forces here. I don't want to move away too much because Gaius Maxentius is right there, which is not good. So I think we can have... I'm not rating the cavalry that much. We'll have these guys move up here. And they can be joined by this general. Do we need skirmishers? Probably not. Some warband, that full unit, and then 2 swordsmen. That should be enough to take on the Germanians. That is a decent sized force. Any good mercenaries available? No, not really. We have quite a good amount of money though. So we might... No, 800. No, not worth it, not worth it. So Araminum... Yeah, I think that is a big enough force. It should be a big enough force so they can attack as quickly as possible. We really need to relieve Batavium of that threat immediately. So that is that situation hopefully sorted. I think that will be. As for Alesia, a lot of German armies. There's a horde of German armies over here. They are not messing around at all, and German armies are quite strong, or they can be. Captain Adelgard, Screeching Women. This is they're actually decent. They're actually very decent, but they have morale bonuses. Yes, it's a very unusual troop. I'll talk about them another time. Barbarian cavalry, probably relatively similar troops than us. And then another, so together that is quite a strong force taking Alesia. Which is, yeah, as I said, very concerning. But there's not a lot more we can do for the moment. Maybe we should have recruited some mercenaries. But I made that decision. And I have to live with that. So, there's not a lot more we can... Oh no, there is something we can do. And that is move this ship over. So, we shall move this ship over as far as we can. And we'll have a better view of Sicily. So, Lilybaeum, I couldn't see an army nearby. Lilybaeum has a relatively strong force over it though. Next turn we'll move that ship over to Messana. Only has 3 garrisons, so unless there is a Scipii army around here, we should be taken at. But you never know. And then Tarentum has quite a strong force, but they've moved away from Croton, so you know, it's worked out pretty well. Ah, this navy's been relieved because they... I don't know why the pirates just decided to move away. So that's nice. So this navy can move down and they will join up with that navy, and they've just moved right next to some pirates. Isn't that perfect? Okay, fair enough. They're probably going to get sunk straight away. So money-wise, we're doing very well, in my opinion. Money is good. We can actually raise the tax rate in maybe a couple of places as well. It's just a matter of defending against the Germanians currently. So, obviously more recruitment. Arretium can recruit swordsmen. And I have some warband as well. I do quite like the fact there's 121 soldiers in the unit. I do like that. And then these guys can recruit some swordsmen as well. Batavium is recruiting, obviously. Mediolanum doesn't really have a force, but I don't think that particularly is vulnerable at the moment. As for what we can build, Communal farming, that's quite good. Tavern, blacksmith. I'm finding, which is relatively surprising, I'm finding that there aren't particularly many morale debuffs for the Gauls. I thought I was going to have to be like building temples and all sorts, but hasn't seemed to be the case, which is really good. I think the last bit we need to focus on is Numantia, because it is now vulnerable. Now we've broken our alliance. We're not at war with Spain, I believe. No, we're neutral. It's still not particularly good. I don't want to be neutral. I want to be allied with them. That was the whole point. I'll have communal farming. I want to have population growth higher, and I'll put it on a low tax rate. I really want this place to grow so we can actually get some decent defences. As for that, there's not a lot more we can do. Only other thing is recruit here, which we are doing, which is nice. And still no construction that is available there. There must be something we can build. Land clearance in Rennes. And then Lebanon can have some roads. Why not? Oh no, Warlord's Hold. Let's get Warlord's Hold. I think that puts it up from the next level. So, that's all we can do, I believe. And I'll meet you at the end of next turn, where we will possibly be relieving Patavium, maybe even Alesia, and also having a look and seeing whether we're going to attack Messana or Croton. So, I'll see you then. Okay, let's see what happens. Slight movements. Somebody's talking to Patavium. Macedon. Trade rights. They want 220 denarii. Well, trade rights is fine. I can live with giving them 220 denarii, but I would like map information as well. That would be quite nice. I think we already have a bit of map information from the Oh no, we have map information from Greece, which has given us a little bit of sight on the Macedonians, but I would like map information as well. Yep, that's a good offer. Nice. So we can see a bit more of Macedon and the surrounding territory. Other than that, not a lot seems to be happening unless the Germanians attack right now, which they don't, which favours me. The Spanish keep talking to Numantia, interesting, and as I suspected, this force is going to get absolutely demolished. Oh, no, that's not the force, that is the force near Sicily. Okay. Yep, clear defeat. Where they got knocked back to. I really feel sorry for these soldiers. They've been knocked back by naval defeats so much. Right, let's get this navy over here and this navy over here. Oh god, that is a weak force. Okay, surely these two navies together. You can't attack. You can attack. Do you know what? That is not a particularly good ratio. Close victory. Okay, I took a risk there. I didn't say a lot because I was worried, and hopefully these two units can merge, because literally this army has 8 boats and all these people are going to die if they get attacked once by anything on the Mediterranean Sea. So definitely need to sort that out. This time we can't attack anywhere because once again the pirates have foiled our plans. You can get an alliance with rebels in this game. I would really like to do that at some point, because it just makes moving around so much easier. There is a rebel army. Can Lebanon recruit a diplomat? It's difficult to get an alliance with the rebels, I have found in the past. No, we can't do that. So, Alesia, I am concerned for. This army is moving down somewhere. I think there might be another army down there as well. The Germanians are really going for us now. Maybe we should have taken them on a bit earlier, but I just didn't want to have too many wars on at the same time, essentially. I think that's all we can do actually there, and just recruit more, and the same here, just recruit more warband. We need to get as many forces up as possible. So, this general, can he have any mercenaries? Barbarians, I'm guessing, yep. Very, very poor mercenaries around here. I know I've said it a lot of times, but it's the truth. And then here, Batavium. So, this army here. Oh, so the Germanians lifted the siege on Batavium. Very interesting. I don't know why, and I don't know where they moved to, but I can't seem to see them anywhere, which is good.
Orders.
Let's have a look at the mercenaries. No, they're all expensive. Okay, so we'll leave Batavium. There's quite a strong force here, though. And I want to move south. I want to move in a southerly direction. But I also don't want to move by land. So, Arretium needs to be recruiting more boats. Forget about that. You are the main source of recruiting boats. Okay. He can move into Arretium. There's now a large force here. When a navy is built up, we can have another army on the seas, which will make things even more complicated, but maybe they can attack Croton or something, I don't know. So, I think that's pretty much all we can do. Numantia is still recruiting, yes. The money situation is looking alright. Caralis is an island, but we can't do anything there. Okay. And Lugatorix. Poor Lugatorix has basically been retired already onto an island at the age of 29, purely because he hasn't got enough men with him. That's pretty much it. It's a shame, but they literally, Caralis is not good at all. I'm going to lower the tax rate is at its lowest. Okay, there's not a lot we can do there. I'm going to move it forward another turn. Hopefully, this ship, I've been trying to get this ship from here to there so long, we still haven't got anywhere. So, progress hopefully we made when I click the end of the turn button. Okay, Scipii moving around into a boat. Germanians aren't doing anything, which is nice. Spanish are moving around. Okay. Reports. Oh, town grows and I didn't see which one. Damn, okay, that's fine. So, Thrace and Scythia are at war with each other. I'm not surprised about that at all, and as a consequence, a lot of alliances have been broken. Scythia and Germania and Scythia and Macedon. So Scythia have gone on their own now, and they are going to engage in a massive war. I knew peace wouldn't last there for long. But we shan't worry about that area too much at the moment, because we have bigger fish to fry. These two units can't be merged. God, blimey. Okay.
Yes, Captain.
We'll move this ship over. So, Messana hasn't got an army nearby as far as I can see. They must have an army. I refuse to believe that they don't.
Yes.
But we're still going to step onto the Sicilian mainland. Finally, Apollodorix has got there. No mercenaries available, which is unsatisfying, but okay. And Messana shall be attacked. And we shall build some rams. Now, hopefully, we can get through the walls before any army shows up. Because if we do, there's one unit for starting in there. It'll be the easiest thing ever. Can these two fleets merge? They can. Still not a particularly strong force. But this navy needs to hang out here because these guys are going to need to get picked up at some point. So we'll move them there, but this navy's going to die. I know it is. And then Croton is looking very weak. So I would like to get this force. See, I want to get this force in a boat. Problem is, this boat isn't going to survive getting down from there to there. I can guarantee it. Okay, what I'm going to do, move this force out. So, area dock. Let's have a look. Swordsman, warband, more swordsman, warband, more stuff. All of these guys can move out and move just into our land here. Where's the border end? Where's the border end? Is it there? Is it? No, it's there. There. So it can stay just in our land. We'll have one more naval fleet and then it can join them and then go down. Or I'll tell you what, we could risk this boat going here. There doesn't seem to be any pirates, so we'll sort that out. We're going to get them down to Croton. That's the plan anyway. So Batavium is relieved. I don't have to worry about Batavium anymore. This fleet is besieging Messana, so that can happen next turn. I wonder if these guys are waiting for us to sally forth again, because that would be a bit annoying, but not a large force. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units. We have got a bigger force. I'm wondering if we should attack before they get reinforcements, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Now, peace. I will offer the British peace again. That's all I want. And they don't want peace, even though they've been defeated every time they've gone against me. Fair enough, people. More warband should be recruited then. As for Alesia, more warband is being recruited there. As for Numantia, Guess what? More warband. Actually, yeah, more warband is being recruited. There. Nice. Okay. I think we can do a little bit of building now. We're spending a lot of money on military, which we need to because we're in so many wars. Communal farming can be held in Massilia. As for Naval, that must be the town that's grown because Warlord's Hold is available. Excellent. Oh, Lebanon's can have a stockade. Let's have communal farming in Lebanon. Rennes, I believe, isn't doing anything. So Rennes can have... Not that bothered about roads, to be honest. Not in Rennes, it's just pointless. There's nothing there. As for Numantia, oh no, they're building something. There must be more buildings available because every building that is like communal farming is an investment. Even though you won't get your money back straight away, you will, obviously in the long term, get your money back. Araminum I won't bother about. Batavium, gotta love Batavium. Blacksmith, Sacred Grove of Essus. No, I'm not bothered about that. Segesta, who's had rebels next to him for so long. Can I have a muster field and recruit warband? No. Okay, well I feel like that is all we can do. Next turn we shall continue doing what we were doing basically, so yeah, I'll meet you there. Okay, our navy has been attacked. Which navy is this? That's the one we just left. Relatively even fight. But I know from previous experiences that we're going to lose. Yep, there we go. There we go. So that ship got knocked away.
No more moves.
Meaning that these guys are stranded on the island of Sicily. And look at that. We have been attacked. Great, okay. Although I'm obviously being sarcastic, it's not too much of a bad thing. So, Captain Decius, that's a strong army though, a strong Roman army. Hastati, remember the last time we faced Hastati we nearly lost. Equites, and then Captain Canius is the one Hastati. So, wondering what we should do here. Do we attack or do we back off? I mean, we don't have a lot of choice. I'm going to try and back off. And I think we've been allowed to back off at least. Might give us a chance to get some mercenaries. More importantly, at the moment, is Alessia is being attacked. So, Lucho, with this force down here, is being attacked by Captain Gaiseric. Axemen are good. Axemen are good at this stage, and they have good morale. I'm scared of Axemen. Spear warband, slightly different for our warband. Oh, they can form a phalanx, is basically it, I think. That's the difference. Well, that's a decent force. That is a decent force. We shall see what we can do. We have to use the cavalry to our advantage. The game reckons it's a relatively even fight. I would say that they have the advantage though. But we shall see. So here is the town that we are defending. Alessia. They're going to be deploying... There they are. So they have 3 rams. How do we go about this? What I want for the beginning is these 2 warband just holding a line here, having cavalry on the flanks. Let's have a little bit less wide so the cavalry can actually flank rather than get stuck in between. Cavalry, cavalry, 2 other cavalry, and then some druids can just back them up around here. I don't know. Very disorganised mob. That's it. That's all we've got. Let's do this. So they have phalanx. This is the first phalanx unit we've come against, I think, because a lot of it is Greek and Macedonian, the phalanxes that are in the game, and obviously we haven't fought those factions yet, so this will be interesting. Let's move it forward a little bit. Okay, so they seem to be moving over there. Hopefully some of the rams get destroyed. That would be, well, one of the rams get destroyed at least. If that ram gets caught on fire, that would be excellent. If we're lucky. Right, it seems like they're going to attack here. So the plan is... Attack. I'm praying that ram gets caught on fire. These guys go here. These guys go the other side, and we can sandwich them in between. If I can. Actually, no. Those guys go there, and the cavalry can do the sandwiching. Let's go there, and then this cavalry can go here, and then that druids can just chill. I don't know. And everyone run into position. That would be nice. Let's see how this goes. Does their ram get caught fire? I believe not. That tower did not do its job. That is a massive shame. So, one unit here. Just going to pause it very, very quickly. One unit there. One unit there. Just go there. 2 cavalry there. 2 generals are already in position there, and the druids can just chill there. I'm going to focus on these units first, and then attack those units. I don't know. Actually, the door might be the first to fall. The door is going to be the first to fall. Change of plan. We're going to do the same tactic, but around this door, because the door is going to be the first thing to fall. So, you geezers there. Get over here. 2 cavalry. There. 2 generals. Chill there. Druids. There. Everyone run. Including the generals. Right, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't think it is going to work. But we don't have much choice. We're going to have to. Okay, that gate is nearly. That fence is nearly knocked down, but the gate is going to be knocked down first. And when that happens, we need to hope that our tactic of sandwiching them in works. Okay, they've waited for the other unit to go down. Fair enough. Right. They're marching through. Axemen, 81 Axemen. It's 2 barbarian warlords. Don't know if I like that. We could try and charge them quick. I'm going to have to risk it. I'm going to have to risk my generals here. I haven't got a lot of choice. I don't think this is going to work well. Oh, they're going down quickly. That's good. It's really good. Okay, they're going. Okay, those Axemen are nowhere near as strong as I thought they would be. Right. As for these, get them before they go into phalanx. You charge. Okay, that's good. That's a really good start. They've routed. Right, spear warband. You here and you here. Try and surround them like we're doing over there. Look at these guys. They've been absolutely sandwiched. Already routing. Really, really good. Really good. Okay. So, you there. You there. Now, I'd like these guys to get back in position and do exactly the same thing to 2 other phalanxes. So, get back there. I'm not bothered about completely obliterating this army, because we just need to defend the settlement. That's the important thing. 2 cavalry units there. Hopefully these guys just do as they're told. But as so often with these barbarians, they won't, probably. Come on. Don't worry about attacking those guys. Okay. The phalanx has come through. And we're going to sandwich them in if both generals run. If Meriadoc feels like doing so. Is that Meriadoc? Oh, I don't know, who knows. Yep, they've routed. Excellent. Really, really good. Okay, so you guys can just, yeah, hunt them down. That's cool. That's really cool. In fact, even better, go around here and get into the back of these guys. So then these guys are completely sandwiched in. They do have an extra ram. Odd they didn't use it. Yep, there we go. Okay. And look at that, they're running out and they're meeting the cavalry. Brilliant. Okay, everyone on these guys now. Now it's about getting as many of these troops down as possible. Oh, there is still that. There's still, okay, there's still an Axeman unit. Okay, so if there's an Axeman unit, right, you guys just chase those Axemen. Don't really particularly in a fight. As for everyone else, let's make a long line around here and we'll flank them somehow. I'll work it out when it comes to it. But these cavalry need to move quickly. See, look, why is he moving over there then? Come on, I told you to go over there. That's it. Guys, would you like running, please? Okay. Right, these axemen seem to be chasing, so the barbarian cavalry can go here. Everyone else, bar him, can take on the axemen. Speed this up, because they're going to rout quickly. No, they're not going to rout quickly, because these guys aren't moving over. Come on, I don't want to lose more than possible. Okay, yeah, we've got the victory because we surrounded them. Okay, we'll hunt as many down as possible. I think those guys are going to get away, but we'll chase them anyhow. So that went very, very well. And a lot of the tactics is what I'm doing is that we do have inferior units, but if we surround whoever we're up against, then they'll rout. That's what happens. So yeah, surrounding the troops in the game is so important, as with real life, really, I suppose. So that's really good, and the vast majority of those troops they're dead. So that's really, really excellent. Okay. So we'll end this battle. There's no point continuing it. Really quits, yes. Clear victory. Men deployed for 100, 500 kills, and then he got 67 kills, and there's 5 of them left. So that honestly couldn't have gone any better. That's really excellent. Okay, so the problem with Alessia has seemed to have died down for the moment, but I'm sure the Germanians will be back with more troops. And then we shall see what else happens in his turn. Okay, suitable husband, he's 30 years old, he's been in the wars, but no command, no management, and no influence. Come on, we can do better than that. Enemy army routes, we know this. Town expands. Rends, okay, that's good. We shall build some stuff there. Hero's death. What? Who died? Did he die in a naval battle? What? I have no idea what happened there. Did he get assassinated? A whole army is just gone.
Aye, Captain.
Okay. I'm sorry about this. I've played this game for forever, and I don't know what's happened. We attacked. No, this guy attacked us, and then we retreated to there, and he just disappeared. Captain Decius now has a massive army. Has he been bribed? Okay, I don't know what's happened there. That army was destined to fail. The fact that the ship took so long to get there, and then they finally get there, and then they just mysteriously disappear, and now this navy's floating in the middle of nowhere. Okay, not a lot we can do. We'll just float back somewhere. Oh dear. Okay, I don't know what happened. That is really odd. New faction heirs, Lugatorix. Lugatorix and Meridoc have got married, and then Lucho's a slightly better commander. Recruitment. Okay. Well, odd. Okay, so Messana is not falling to us. Instead, this is our main force now. Not that. Meridoc is the main force. So, decent army, decent force. Let's move over and hope there are no ships. Nice. Croton. Well, there's a Scipii army there now. Really odd. So now it's Capua that's slightly undefended. Slightly undefended. It still is relatively well defended. Okay, well, I'll work this out. So this army can possibly go for Capua next. Is it decent size? It's a decent size army. Possibly we can do that. I should have just fought that battle rather than surrendering it. That's okay. So Batavium's not happy. It's on its lowest tax rate, so I think it's time that we finally get a grove, Sacred Grove of Estus. And then Mediolanum is on a normal tax rate, move it down slightly, and they're happy. But they are losing money. Let's get some communal farming in. Why not? Okay. Okay, so we need to recruit a lot more up here. As stuff has just gone very wrong for us. Araminum can recruit cavalry, why not? Yeah, really, really odd. Really odd. I think Carolus needs to start... Oh no, they can't even get off the island, can they? Because there's no boats. Right, okay. Well, these things happen, I suppose. Numantia. Sacred... Numantia just need to recruit, don't they? So, Warband are available. Nice. And honestly, I think we can start launching an attack from Numantia if we build such a big army. Now, as for... I think this is Oscar. It's Oscar indeed. Why not build an army at Narbo Martius and try and take Oscar down? No, I'm happy with that. So Warband can be recruited here. We only have 400 denarii left. We need to start expanding. We haven't taken a settlement in a while. As for Alesia, let's just reorganise that because it got a little bit battered due to the last fight. The cavalry can go to... Okay, slightly different types of cavalry there. Frustrating. So, repairing the walls is a priority, obviously. And then we shall retrain these guys and just recruit more warband. So we're down to 180 denarii. These Germanians have wandered over to Lemanum. So recruitment must happen there. I can only recruit skirmishers and barbarians of some sort. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. What's this force? Is it a big force? It's a decent sized force. Okay, Lemanum is in danger, in my opinion, so we definitely need to start recruiting there. Problem is, there's nothing to recruit. We're down to 180 denarii. We need to get some skirmishers. Skirmishers aren't that great. They really aren't. Is there anyone we can move up from Narbo Martius to Warband? Right, let's just move them up. Try and get there in time. Narbo Martius are unsurprisingly very unhappy about that, but they are on a very high tax rate, so let's move that down. And then there's a big... Oh no, that's just the faction leader of the Germanians. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Maybe we could just... Okay, we are running out of money. Maybe I spent a bit too much, I don't know. I don't know. Right, Batavium is slightly unhappy. Oh yeah, they're recruited, they're constructing, that's fine. Okay, I'm determined to take a Roman settlement very, very soon. Can this army get off? They can. Do we attack this force? Captain Valerius has starting 2 units, and Capua has about 8 units, probably decent-ish units. I say we go for it. Let's go for it. Croton is now well defended, whereas Tarentum is also well defended. So the Brutii are really quite strong. But the Scipii, I want revenge for them taking that army mysteriously in Messana. So let's do this. Okay, we're going to attack. Oh, we can't quite reach him. For goodness sake. Really? Okay, well, we might be able to get some mercenaries. Can't afford mercenary hoplites. I do want them. Samnite mercenaries I quite like as well. But I definitely want some hoplites when available. So, we need to raise up to 850 denarii. We can cancel a construction of something somewhere to afford that. Where are we constructing? There must be somewhere where we've built something which isn't entirely necessary. It's just a luxury. So, communal farming can go. You in Capua, Meridoc can recruit hoplites. Samnites would be nice, but let's not overspend. And then over here, Lemanum can now recruit some skirmishers, which is better than nothing. We still have 310 denarii. We might as well spend it while we have it. Possibly on Massilia. Could we afford a boat, maybe? One boat? No. Okay, no, you know what? It should be fine. Should be fine. I'm happy with that. I'll skip forward. I want to take Capua or something before the episode ends. That would be really nice if we could do that. So, we'll see what happens. Moving forward. Okay, we've been attacked by a large Scipio army. Now the strength ratio is 1-to-1, but I tell you what they got. A lot of Wellertes, a few Hastati, and some Ballista and stuff like that. But those Hastati are strong, so I'm going to back off. I know last time I backed off from the Scipii army, everyone ended up dying for no reason, but there we go. Scipiones have taken Syracuse off the Greek cities, I've only just seen that. Very interesting indeed. Germania have attacked Massilia now. Very odd how this is all going. This is the problem with Gaul. There's a lot of enemies nearby, and the Spanish have declared war on us, taking Narbo Martius. Turncoat army. Where was this army? Oh, that army there. Okay, they decided to change sides. Right, we're in a very messy situation now. Let's have a look at the Spanish army first of all. Another general called Luco, and that is a strong army, you can just tell already. Narbo Martius might not be able to stand up to this. But we have a force in Numantia, which is just quite far away, isn't that great? How long would it take them to get over? Too long. 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 turns. And that's the cavalry. Damn, okay. Not good, not good at all. So both Massilia and the Narbo Martius are under siege. This is concerning, particularly because those two settlements don't have a lot of troops in them. Narbo Martius barely has any. So, recruitment wise, stockade is of vital importance. As for that, recruit warband. Massilia, what is this? Just the general. Oh, I remember this. It's just the general, wasn't it? We can't take the general with just those 2 units. I wanted to sally forth now, but we just can't. So the warband's gonna have to go there. As for construction, we need to construct a stockade. In fact, if we construct a stockade, he can't enter. Surely, because he needs a ram, and the general can't use a ram. So get rid of the communal farming, get the stockade. Possibly he won't be able to. In fact, he can't attack anyway. If it's just the general, how is he going to get into the town? Very interesting. Okay. As for Lebanon, really, it's ironic. Lebanon possibly needs to come over to Narbo Martius, some of the troops.
Yes.
Oh, this is very bad. Okay, let's just have a look at what's going on. War. Yes, war between me and the Spanish. Recruitment, construction, end of term report. We are losing money, but then we're spending a lot. Settlement besieged. Turncoat army. There's not a lot we can do there. We might lose Narbo Martius. I don't think we'll lose Massilia as well, which is good at least. As for this army, they've got back on the boat. Capua is too strong. As for Messana, it's looking weak. But then, we said that last time. I mean, Sicily is looking weak. Croton isn't, because of these two large armies. Let's get over to Messana. I want to take Sicily back. Or we never had it in the first place, but sort of take it. Oh my goodness. Get out of the way. Come on, we've got to defeat this guy. Yes, good. That was crucial.
We roll the waves. Set sail.
Over here. Can the army get off? Please. This army needs to get off.
Chief. Kill them.
Not everyone can get off.
General.
But the cavalry can. Well, the cavalry can go forward and attack Messana. No. Okay, we're just going to have to pray that these guys don't get attacked right outside Messana. Really annoying. Really, really annoying indeed. Okay, okay. So, there is another naval force around here, which can back these guys up at least. Or the fleet can move over at least. Oh, I don't know. We'll do that. So, right, that's all we can do. So, that's the situation there. We can't quite get onto Messana again. As for money, there's not a lot of it. And I'm worried about recruitment. Really worried about recruitment. Are there any forces in Segesta that could... Maybe we should have recruited more along the southern coast of France. I didn't expect the Germanians to be quite so aggressive in their expansion, which is worrying. Alesia. Alesia has a decent army. with generals in.
General.
Our only hope is for them to move south. So barbarian cavalry, these guys can all move south. Well, they need to move down.
Move out.
And they can have mercenaries. No, they can't because they're terrible mercenaries. How long would it take them to get to Narbo Martius?
Yes. Attack.
A long time, but less time than the Numantian forces. So it needs to be necessary. The only way I can think of relieving Narbo Martius from Numantia is taking Oscar, or at least besieging it. That is a possibility. So Numantia can go forward with
General.
everyone apart from these two. If we attack Oscar, those forces might move back. It's going to still take them a while. Spain takes a long time to get through. Numantia needs to recruit just to make sure that they are safe. Okay. Interesting, very interesting situation. It's certainly fun. It's a large force here, but we need to keep them safe from the British, who are really annoying. I mean, look at this large army they've got. Madness. Okay. So all we can do, I think, I'm going to continue. I want to get some sort of saving grace from this episode because it's not gone that well so far. But I believe it's going to get better. Let's see. Okay, so having a look at what's going on. The Romans didn't seem to do anything. As for Germania, they aren't attacking. And as for the Spanish, they're just talking to Numantia again. They do that every turn.
Ready to ambush.
Right. Let's have a look at what's going on. End of turn report is fine. New family member. In Gaul, Boudicca. Okay. Construction, recruitment, diplomatic information. Pontus and the Greeks are at war. And Armenia and Parthia are allies. Armenia seems to have quite a few allies. Let's have a look. Definitely the Egyptians and the Parthians. Any more? Armenia. Allied with Egypt, Parthia and Pontus. That won't last. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look at Sicily first. Because I'm cross with Messana. So,
Boats ready.
this army
Orders.
can step onto the Sicilian mainland and attack Messana
Moving ashore. Attack. Besieging settlement.
with 3 rams. Like so.
Settlement
Maintain
under
that
siege.
siege. Get the quite like slingers. We haven't got a lot of money. I don't think we need slingers. Okay, we could do with the money elsewhere is basically what I'm saying. Elsewhere being in the south of France. Massilia is no longer under siege. But this German... Was that the German army that was attacking us? No, that's the German army we backed off earlier. That are now looking for Alesia. Well, we need to get this guy over to Spain. I don't care. Alesia is going to have to defend itself.
No more moves.
Oh, okay. This is where the German troops are coming from. Lugdunum. We never took Lugdunum, did we? That is an error on my part. Okay. We need to relieve the Narbo Martius from Spain. That will take 2 turns. Hopefully the Spanish take 2 turns to attack us. If not, then Narbo Martius is possibly gone. As for recruitment, they are recruiting. There's not a lot more I can do. Lugdunum we need to take. So let's assemble a force at Massilia. Big mistake for me not taking Lugdunum. I never really thought about it. I just assumed it was still rebel, but apparently not. As for Alesia, they need to recruit because there's a German army coming up nearby. So they are indeed recruiting. Okay, now we've discovered Lugdunum is in German hands. Things might get a little bit better if we take it. That's what I'm hoping for. So that situation can no longer be relieved any further. As for this guy,
Yes.
he needs to go forth and attack Oscar. I'm taking this opportunity. That Spanish force has moved out.
Moves.
We can take advantage and take a Spanish city. Sort of reunite the empire a little bit more sufficiently than we have been doing. Messana's a mess, but hopefully we take that. We still have 1,200 denarii, so slingers is a possibility as mercenaries. When the peltasts aren't that good. I like slingers, let's go for it. I know they're expensive. 545 denarii. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. So, Batavium, there is a German army nearby. Let's get some swordsmen in. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. All we can do this turn. This episode is becoming very long, I'm aware, so depending on what happens at the end of this turn will depend on how long the episode will be, essentially. Let's have a look. Okay, so the Brutii are moving around. Scipii are talking to us in Carolus. Don't know what about. Let's have a look and see what else is happening. So, the Germanians have attacked Batavium as I suspected. And this force has attacked Vesuvius on his way down south. If I surrender, I wonder which way he will retreat. Let's hope he retreats in the right direction.
No more moves.
Sort of. Okay. I don't really care about the naval force. I completely forgot it existed, in fact. No. Spain didn't attack. That's really, really good. Right. This force over here needs to get to the Narbo Martius as quick as possible. Get over here. Could possibly take 3 turns. Really? Okay, well, what it will, it is what it is. 3 turns to surrender. It's going to be a close call whether that army gets there in time. Alliance announced between Numidia and the Seleucids. That is a bad alliance. Jeez, that is 2 terrible factions allied with each other. 2 family members have joined. Stoic philosophy. Oh, I don't know, some Greeks have done something. Town grows. I didn't look at which town that was. It's a shame. Settlement besieged. We know this. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at Sicily because I'd like to take it. This Meriadoc, go to Messana. What is in Messana? Not 2 strong units, I think. Oh, look at that. Some war dogs. You know what? I'm going to auto-resolve this. There's not going to be a particularly interesting fight. Clear victory, obviously, and we take Messana, which is really good. And we'll exterminate them because we need the money and the people aren't happy. So, normal tax rate, we'll move that down to a low tax rate. Get rid of this Temple of Saturn. We don't want the Roman influence here. And we should get the shrine that gives us the most happiness, which is Essus as usual. Oh, okay, so Messana are not happy at all though. Really not happy. Oh well, okay. Let's just merge some of these units together. Okay, these guys can just stay there. Oh, okay, this is very interesting. So, I've just noticed this. As the Romans have better facilities as us, we can recruit better troops. Chosen swordsmen, basically better swordsmen. 13 attack, 17 defense, excellent morale. This is what I've been waiting for. These guys are really good. And then finally, some Forester Warband, which are basically archers. And they're good ones as well, in my opinion. Okay, this is possibly one of the best things that could have happened, really. As for Syracuse, doesn't look too strong. So, well, we need to make sure the settlement's happy first before we move out. But in terms of recruitment, let's retrain these swordsmen and let's start training some good guys, chosen swordsmen, and why not? Let's get some archers in as well. That's excellent, really good. I'm happy with that. Now, this naval force can join. It can't join. I hate this. I hate this in the game. The fact that the admirals will refuse to leave control of their ship. But what I like to do, move this force over here. Doesn't matter if it gets attacked. I just want to see Syracuse a bit better. Right. Okay. Well, that's all gone pretty well. In fact, this spy, which I like having a view of Trentum and Croton. That's quite nice. So that's very, very good. I'm happy with that. So we've taken Messana, we have a foot on the Sicilian mainland and taken a settlement off of the Scipiones, which is good. As for this, Vesuvius is trying to get over to Narbo Martius. Massilia has its troops, but they're not going to get over in time. So all slightly concerning up there, but we're going to have to deal with that. As for Oscar, this force can move towards Oscar, why not? Yep, okay, that's there, and there's no force nearby, which is good. Even if we lose Narbo Martius, we'll make gains, and we'll take it back afterwards, I hope. We need to take Lugdunum very soon, because it's a piece of Germany right in our territory, which is not good. Not good at all. So, it's very near to the end of this episode. What I'm going to do is spend a bit of money, because you know how I like to waste money as soon as I get it. Arretium. Can get some snow. Let's get some boats. We need boats. Boats in Arretium. It's priority. Boats in Arretium. I assume we're still recruiting in Narbo Martius. Yes. And Massilia. Yes. That's all good. All good. Meeting hall is something I would like soon, so they can get the meeting hall. In fact, we don't need a stockade. We get a meeting hall. Come on. Yeah. Okay. That is all good. The town grows. I'm hoping it's this town, but no, it's just not, is it? It's not that town. Alessia. Could it be Alessia? High King's Hall provides improved generals' bodyguards. Well, it's basically just the better type of town. So just recruit some warband. Well, this seems like all we're going to do for today. I will move it forward a turn, and then wherever that is, we'll just leave it and we'll do that battle next turn. So next episode. So yeah, let's see that. Okay, so the troops are moving around. Naval force is going to get absolutely annihilated, but that's what happens sometimes. The same with this naval force, but it's got no one on it, so it's not a big deal now. Brutii are moving around. Ships are moving around. Some will go into Sicily sooner or later. Now, I'm praying the Spanish don't attack. They didn't attack. Really good. Really, really good. Okay. That was a mistake on their part. Hand pump invented. Great news. Plague in Macedonia. Couldn't care less. Most advanced faction is us. Probably because we got Masana, I don't know. Construction and recruitment. Right. Good stuff. So, that'll be next time. Next time we shall move forward, well, move south from Masana. I just want them to be a bit happier. That would be nice. Get a sacred grove to Essus there. Is there anything more we can do to make them happy? There's not a huge amount. Tell you what, get that wooden wall back. That would make me happy. And then get the sacred grove to Essus as well. But I do want to move this army south before the Scipii get here, and that's what I'm going to do. Meriadoc, is there anyone he can recruit around here? Because we need more troops anyway. Get those mercenary peltasts, and him and the mercenary peltasts can stay in Masana. Whereas the swordsmen, warband, the cavalry, the chosen swordsmen, the slingers can stay, the hoplites can stay, and the warband can go over and attack Syracuse.
Besieging settlement.
So this is the first city with stone walls, I believe, that we've seen. So let's get siege tower, let's get a couple of ladders, and that should be enough. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay. So Syracuse will fall to us. Hopefully next turn. There's not a lot in it, is there? 2 generals. So taking down 2 generals would be really good. Really good news indeed. Yep, that's all. That's going to be all for this episode. Next time we shall have the big fight. Oh, I was going to say we're going to have the big fight in Narbo Martius, but not, because that general that was there has disappeared, and I think it's disappeared because we are going for Oscar. Great news! What a great tactic that was. So that's worked out really well. But you know what? I'm still going to try and take Oscar anyway, because they shouldn't have declared war on us. But yeah, that troop is gone. So should we try and take out this force? It's the force with 3 barbarian mercenaries and various other things. Or we could just go straight for Lugdunum, which only has 1 garrison in it. Let's do that instead. That's what I like to see.
Yes.
Sucius can go over here and attack the town.
No more.
Are there any decent mercenaries? Yeah, cavalry mercenaries I like. Can have you. So yeah, we can go and attack the Germans. Massilia. I want to get 2 of these warband troops over to the Narbo Martius, because Massilia is more the Narbo Martius is more vulnerable than Massilia.
Move out. No more moves.
That's going to be mercenary captain retinue. So yeah, it's actually all worked out pretty well. Neither Narbo Martius or Massilia got attacked in the end, and we did it all without bloodshed. We did it all without losses, and we can attack a German settlement as well. This is all good news. So that is going to be all for this episode, and I will see you guys very soon. We're going to take more of Sicily, and we're going to go over towards Croton and Trenton at some point, especially with these better troops. Chosen swordsmen are great. So I'll see you guys around. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.